So, hi everyone, welcome to the first Grease rehearsal. So nice to hear that you're all excited, and when it comes down to it, whether you think your role is big or small, you guys have been chosen as the leaders of the cast. So that was the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, because even whether you have one small scene or a dance or you have a big role, you guys are going to be the people that the rest of the cast looks to. So I'm here at the Bump In for Grease. We've got a big truck, lots of stuff. It's going to be a huge day. Pretty excited, lots of work to do. All right, how awesome was last night? I'm not even kidding. I had so much fun watching the show, and I in all my shows, sometimes I don't enjoy it so much because I'm looking at all the details, but I actually really enjoyed it last night. It was so much good stuff going on, heaps of little funny, lifts in performance, extra energy, better singing, more vibrant dancing, all of that was there last night. I'm looking forward to taking it up another notch tonight because it was really awesome. I was actually laughing quite a lot that people kept me around looking at me, so yeah, it was all your friends at the back. Yeah, they're like, who's that crazy lady? But I was like, yes, yes, amazing. Yeah, no, really proud of what you guys did last night. And you guys, you did a lot of the stuff that I know you've really been working towards and really trying to get right, so you should be really proud of yourselves. Of course, there was a few glitches. It's live theatre, that's always going to happen, but they were all handled really well. A lot of people picking up things and trying to make it work, and that was really great. And I suppose just on that, I want to just reiterate the whole purpose of us being here, and that we're all one team. We're all one big team, and so if somebody does make a mistake, something goes wrong, the first question should always be, all right, how can we support you and how can we fix this? Not whose fault was it, what went wrong, all that kind of stuff. We don't want to hear about anybody kind of cracking it about something going wrong on stage. Nobody goes on stage intending to stuff up. Nobody does. It's just not something that people do. So when that happens to somebody, let's make sure that we support each other through it. By the same idea, no one on our stage, be they crew, cast, ensemble, anything, every single person is important. There's no differentiation between if somebody's got a big role or a small role. We need every single person performing at their best. Selena has never forgotten her lines, ever. And she had some struggles last night, but she picked it up and she kept going, and I respect that so much, so congratulations. And then she came on the next scene and she attacked it with as much energy and effort as she usually does, so well done. It is a highly emotional experience back there. I know that you guys are, I hear stories about what's going on back there, and in the end, the most important thing is that we support each other, and people are going to stuff up. That's just going to happen, so let's be prepared for that. If someone makes a mistake, don't get upset, just help them through it, and you certainly don't get angry at anybody for making a mistake. And the other one who really got a surprise laugh was Tom. Where's Harry? Great job, Tom. You are. Yeah, actually. You look like him right now. That confused look you have on your face is exactly why. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bit more volume in the last scene, guys.
That, as well as the Ramblin' getting you know stuff. No one sang that part. I could only hear.
Guys, remember that I just said everybody needs to focus on their own performance. Let's go for some more volume in the last songs. But we don't need to be kind of like we don't need to be pointing fingers, okay? Because everybody's going to focus on their own performance. Let's have some more volume in the last songs. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So guys, it's about sensory acuity and doing your own best performance. It's not about getting annoyed at other people, even if they are in your way. Everybody has a job to do and everybody's important. So just have some sensory acuity and it'll all get fixed. I'll tell you guys a story. Last week I was working on a pro show in Melbourne and there was a massive issue with the sound and we had to stop the show, right? And it was a major issue, and stopping a show is, the show must go on. You don't ever do that. It was terrifying for me because I had to walk out on the stage and stop the show. In the interval, we were still having problems with the sound. Some of the racks had gone down and the sound desk had to be it was a disaster, basically. But in the interval, I was the stage manager, the sound guy was there, the musical director was there, and we were working out the problem. We were there, we were talking really calmly, we were like, okay, so what do we need to do? This needs to happen, this needs to happen. The producer of the show came backstage and interrupted us and yelled for about a minute. And he was like, I don't care what the problem is, somebody fix it, like this. And we all just waited for him to finish, and then we said, okay, can we get back to work now? And we said, okay, how can I support you to make this better? How can we do a better job of this? And he stormed off, But after the show, he came up and he apologised. He said, I'm so sorry, that was so unprofessional of me. You guys were trying to fix the problem, and all I was doing was getting emotional. And it didn't help us. It didn't help us fix the problem, having him go angry. It's not like we were sitting around going, oh, I think we should make this worse. What do you reckon? We can make this even worse if we tried, right? The aim is, how can we support each other and how can we make it better?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? It doesn't matter what went wrong. It's already happened. It's already done. All right, guys, have an amazing show. Can I talk to you later? Yeah. Have an awesome show, guys. Can I see, when we do the notes today, I want to give you guys a bit of, I don't know what the word is. Basically, the idea with notes is that, and it's really tricky, this was hard for me when I was a young actor as well, is you've got to try and take the note without explaining the reason why. So I know that everything that went wrong yesterday, there was a reason why. Of course there was. You wouldn't stuff up or make a mistake without having a reason, or my costume messed up, or this happened, or this happened. The idea is you take the note and just figure out, okay, how can I make that work? Because all I'm going on is by what I see up the front. And in the end, you know, whatever went wrong, we just need to fix it. So, Moira, you're a legend for picking up that hula hoop. Where is she? Loved it. I like got a little tear in my eye. Yeah, you both did a great job. It's the key, that is the key, it's supporting your team members. If somebody else is having trouble, or somebody forgets something, you pick it up. And there were other instances of that. We had Nicola do it once, we had Kane do it once, just picking up the slack if somebody drops something. So be smart about stuff. If you see something that's going wrong, or something that's not quite right, I always find it's best to go not with your first instinct, but with your second one. So do you know what I mean? Like the first thing you might do might be to completely interrupt the scene and get the thing off. But your second thing might be, I'll just walk over here slowly and just look at this and go, oh, I want that. Okay, you know what I mean? It's the second instinct that I think is the best one. So don't like frantically do something to fix something, but just take that beat to think, okay, someone hasn't come on to for their scene. What would my line be right now? You know? Because it's usually, I think it's the second instinct that's the right one. So just take that breath and go, okay, something's not right here. How can I fix it? Awesome work with that yesterday. And the lines are painfully slow. Pick up the pace. I don't know whether it's just me, but I'm in pain. I'm like, please talk. So just keep the pace up. Mooning was really great.
Gabby's still not here.
It was really great. And I'm not going to let you tell me anymore that it's not great, because it's great. You know, it's got glue tack. And also, I don't care, sort it out. I only care about what the audience sees. It's literally all I care about. So, and I care about you guys doing your best. That's the other thing I care about. So it's all been a lot of fun so far, but now it's time to focus, because the show's not done until the show's done. So one of the things that I really want you guys to do tonight is take the time to focus and take the time to prepare yourself before you go on stage. Because it's all heaps of fun, but I want this to be the best show that your parents and your friends and family have ever seen. I want them to be blown away by the work that you've done over the last few months, because it has been pretty incredible. You've learned all kinds of amazing things. We've got cheerleading going on, we've got people singing like they never thought they could sing before, we've got people doing awesome dances, and the show's good. That's one thing I'm sure of. I don't know if you saw in that video, it looks fantastic. The lighting's great, the costumes are fantastic, and now the only thing left is for you guys to take it to the next level. There's nothing more that we can do to help you, it's all up to you now. So are you going to enjoy yourself tonight? It's opening night, and it's a night where we need to really focus. So just in your head now, think about what's the most important things that you need to remember this evening. What's the most important thing that you want the audience to experience from your performance? You want them to feel huge, vibrant energy. Do you want them to be moved emotionally by how beautifully you sing your emotional song? Do you want them to laugh at your jokes? Do you want them to think your dancing is the most energetic dancing they've ever seen? What's the gift that you want to give the audience tonight? Because in the end, that's what it's about, isn't it? While we're having fun, we get a bow for, that's the reason that the show goes for 98% and the bow goes for 2%. Because tonight it's about the audience. We're going to give them the best night at the theatre that they've ever had. And we've got everything in place to do that. So it's just up to you now. So just while you're standing there, ground your feet into the ground, just let that little flutter of excitement. It's pretty exciting, guys. We've worked so hard on this and now it's opening night. And the audience is already out the front and they're just about to walk in. So in a minute we're going to open our eyes and put our hands in the middle and we're going to say yes.
Can we continue to do hair afterwards?
Yes, you can. You guys know what you need to do. Whatever you need to do next, that's what you need to do to make this the best night you've had so far in the theatre. Alright, so when I count to 3, we're going to put our hands in the middle. We're going to say yes. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Put your hands in the middle.
We have organised the gift, but technical issues, so it's on its way. But thank you so much for coming.